Heard my husband, Richard, charged $100 an hour for private tutoring. A student of his, Chloe, was practically begging me to save a spot for her. In my past life, I felt sorry for her and agreed. A month later, rumors spread like wildfire across the school that Richard had put his hands on her during their tutoring sessions. The day the school issued the official suspension, notice Richard locked himself in his study and never stood on a teacher's podium again. Our daughter, Haley, was pointed at by her classmates who whispered, "Your dad's a creep." She cried every day and refused to go to school. My mother-in-law, Nancy, had trash thrown at her at the local grocery store. The neighbors avoided us like the plague. Meanwhile, Chloe took a minor bruise report to a local news station for an exclusive Brave Girl Speaks Out interview. She walked away with a $300,000 settlement from the school and was praised all over TikTok as a hero for speaking her truth. But now, I had been reborn. Chloe pushed open my office door, looking desperate. "Please, Sophia, just let me join Richard's prep class. I really need this." I sat behind my desk, my face completely expressionless. "Sorry, we aren't doing private tutoring this year." Chloe froze. She clearly didn't expect me to reject her so flatly. The office was dead silent. Paul, who worked at the desk next to mine, peeked over his partition. Chloe lowered her head, clutching the straps of her backpack so hard her knuckles turned white. Her voice sounded fragile, like it was about to crack. But I asked around. They said Mr. Richard always takes a prep group before the SATs. My math score is terrible. He's the only teacher whose explanations actually make sense to me. "Sophia, I know my family isn't rich, but I'll find a way to pay the tuition. I promise." I had heard this exact speech in my past life. Back then, I was stupid. I thought I was helping a struggling kid survive the college admissions race. I had even paid for her first week's fees out of my own pocket. And what did I get in return? She dragged Richard into the mud and stepped on my family's bleeding bodies to climb her way to fame. Looking at her watery, innocent eyes, now my stomach churned with pure disgust. "Chloe, the school adjusted the curriculum this year. Richard is not taking any extra students." Her lips trembled. "Can I just stand in the back of the classroom then? I won't take up a seat and I won't distract anyone. Number. What if I only listened to the last 10 minutes of number with every no?" I dropped. The look of victimization on her face grew deeper. Soon, a few other teachers gathered near the office door. One of them whispered to me, "Sophia, she's practically begging you. Don't be so heartless. Yeah, her scores are tanking. If she doesn't get them up, she'll have to retake the SAT next year. Poor girl. Richard is used to working hard anyway. One more student won't hurt him." I looked up at them. In my past life, it was these exact guilt trips that backed me into a corner. Just help her. You're both educators. You shouldn't just care about the money. It's a kid's future. Don't be so cold. Yet, when the scandal broke, these were the very first people to run away and delete us from their contacts. No one remembered that they were the ones who forced her into our lives in the first place. Seeing people take her side, Chloe's tears fell even faster. "I don't want to cause trouble, Sophia. I just really want to go to a good college. My dad's back is ruined from construction work, and my mom washes dishes at a diner. They told me if I don't get a scholarship, I can't go." She bent forward, trying to give me a dramatic, apologetic bow. I moved fast, stepping aside to avoid it. "Don't do that." She froze mid-motion, a flash of humiliation crossing her eyes. I stared at her coldly. "If you want to study, do it, but don't put on a show in my office." Just then, Mr. Harrison, the vice principal, walked in, frowning. "What is going on here?" Chloe looked at him like he was her savior and immediately turned to him. "Mr. Harrison, I wanted to sign up for Mr. Richard's math prep class, but Sophia said he's not doing it this year." Mr. Harrison glanced at me. "Not doing it? Why wasn't I informed?" I replied calmly. "Richard's schedule is completely packed. He doesn't have the time or energy for extra work." Mr. Harrison's face darkened. "Sophia, you work in administration. You know we have to look at the bigger picture. Chloe is one of our priority students this semester. Richard is one of our top teachers. He shouldn't be picky about his students."